AP Cram, Calculus AB, Free Response, Exam Review, Question 39, Hidden First Derivative Test. Twice differentiable functions f and g are defined for all real numbers x. Values of f prime, g, and g prime for various values of x are given in the table above. So here are the values. Here goes some ranges. And these are the values that the function takes on, okay? Find the x-coordinate for each relative minimum of f on the interval between -2 and 3 and justify your answers. So we're to find all relative minimums between -2 and 3. And this is kind of sort of really straightforward. Oh, specifically for the function f. This is actually really simple, but I'll give you a brief moment to formulate your answer. So basically what we're being asked to do is to perform a first derivative test. So in order to determine relative minimums, we're first going to find critical points. And where we find critical points is not necessarily by looking at the function f, but we want to look at its first derivative, f prime, okay? And so wherever f prime is equivalent to 0, we have a critical point. But that's not the end of it. We need to determine a relative minimum. So from here, but prior to the critical point, the f prime is negative. And after, it's also negative, so it's just a continuous decrease. This is not a relative minimum. Prior to this critical point, it's negative, so it's like dipping and decreasing like so. But then it becomes positive. I'll show you what I mean. So prior to the critical point, f prime is negative. So the value of the function is decreasing, or the tangent line at each particular point is decreasing. Then it hits rock bottom, becomes kind of horizontal at 0, but then it becomes positive. And what do we have here? This kind of looks like a relative minimum, okay? So x equal 1 is the only critical point at which f prime changes sign from negative to positive. Therefore, f has a relative